A man stands outside a police station with his camera rolling. Officers quickly approach, suspecting it could be hostile reconnaissance and even referencing terrorism powers. What begins as a simple question.
Want to explain as to why you're doing that?
No, I don't want to actually.
Okay. Me, what's inside your
I
rucksack?
would mind, yeah.
It soon turns tense as rights, suspicion, and police authority collide. Thumbs up like the video and subscribe for more UK audit encounters. Keep watching to see how this confrontation unfolds. If you enjoy police audit content like this, remember the original footage comes from the source channel. Please check them out, support their work, and consider subscribing.
A particular reason why you're filming in front of the police station,
Yeah,
sir?
there's a reason for everything that we do, isn't there?
Okay. Do you want to explain as to why you're doing that?
No, I don't want to actually.
Okay. You're not obliged to. Obviously, you'll appreciate that in
This day and
in
age.
2019, there are people that would want to cause the police harm in both this country and especially in Northern Ireland and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
you understand why it is that we're speaking to you, don't we, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you plan on staying long to film the front of the gates?
Yeah.
You do? Okay. Do you have an issue that you want to report to us?
No, not at all.
No? Okay. Right. I assume you're filming yourself now.
I am. I assume you're filming.
As I am doing
Okay, good.
yourself, alright.
Can you make sure you don't delete that, please?
It won't be deleted, no, it will be kept on record it will be kept archived for a certain amount of time, and then it gets automatically deleted from the system unless it applies to a certain group, if it's required for evidence or anything like that. So it won't be kept indefinitely unless I feel it's necessary to do so. Is there a reason why you won't explain to us why you're filming?
Well, I don't have to. I don't.
I realise that you don't have to, but
Yeah.
is there a reason? Do you have a dislike of the police, or are you just being
No,
awkward?
not at all. No.
Because normal rational people, don't get me wrong, normal rational people usually got an explanation for doing things like this.
Okay. When you've just said I've been awkward, is that because I'm just invoking my right to not explain what I'm doing? Because it's a little bit odd, that, isn't it?
Well, it's not normal behaviour.
The encounter begins when officers notice a man filming the entrance of the police station. Concerned about security, they approach and start asking questions about what he's doing. The man refuses to explain, calmly insisting he's within his legal right to film in a public place. What starts as routine questioning quickly turns into a quiet but tense standoff over freedom and suspicion.
If you forgive me for having that opinion, for people to film the front of police stations,
Okay.
and then when a polite request is made as to why that is, because there might be a perfectly reasonable explanation, it's not normal for people to be so defensive.
You're causing the infrequency of photographers by coming man-handed to somebody who's just taking pictures.
I've coming
Mob-handed.
mob-handed.
Yeah.
There's two of us in one car, and there's two of us in one van.
Okay.
And we're outside a police station.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
Okay.
not uncommon to see police officers coming into a police station. And as I say, I explained my reason for coming to speak to you, why I've taken a particular interest.
Okay. Because you think I may be a terrorist.
Well, I don't know. Do we
Okay.
have terrorists coming over?
No, but we go on what we do know, don't we? We don't go on what we don't know.
Well, we try, yeah, as much as possible. But I
Just
won't
doesn't back
know.
up.
I won't know until I come and speak to you, and that's why we're doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure you'd agree that it would be completely amiss of me if I was just to drive on and ignore you.
No,
As
not
you-
at all,
as you're
because you get
suggesting
quite a
that
lot of police
we
forces
might
that
be.
do now.
Well,
So that
absolutely.
disparity is a little bit anomalistic, isn't it? I mean, why is that?
I can't speak for other police forces or other police stations.
All of the police officers,
Yeah,
like my colleague said, he has a particular role at Wigan Police Station.
yeah.
I would always be concerned, it might be innocent, but I would always be concerned if I saw somebody filming from the police station for reasons that my colleagues already explained.
Yeah.
Obviously we've got a genuine terrorism threat and a genuine terrorism threat towards police officers and police stations.
Oh,
And that's why we're speaking to you, so no other reason.
I understand. More civilians are killed than police officers.
Pardon me?
More civilians are killed than police officers, aren't they, in terrorist attacks?
Yeah, but
In fact, you're more of a danger to me than a terrorist is. You kill more civilians than the terrorists doing this,
I mean,
don't you?
that's your opinion and your entire.
No, that's a stat.
The officers continue pressing for answers, saying the behavior appears unusual and raises concerns. The filmer pushes back, suggesting the officers are overreacting to something completely legal. The conversation slowly shifts from basic questions into a deeper clash over civil rights and police perception, with tensions steadily rising between both sides.
But we're not going to enter into a debate about the number of people killed by police officers across the world. We're not here for that. We're just here to see if you to find out what it is you're doing. I'm quite happy to see that you're obviously not doing anything particularly wrong at the moment, but you've obviously filmed in the front of the police station. I assume you've just got equipment in your rucksack. Would you mind showing me what's inside your rucksack?
Yeah, I would mind, yeah.
Okay, and if I was to explain to you that I might feel that you're here as an act of hostile reconnaissance and tell you that I would search inside your rucksack under the Terrorism Act, would you get upset about that?
Well, I just ask you to explain how you have got from suspicion to reasonable suspicion to the fact that it might be a terrorist. I'd like you to outline all that.
I don't know at the moment.
What are we talking in? Section 43? Are you?
Section 43 is a part of the Terrorism Act, to search persons,
Okay, well, if you think you've attained the level that Section 43 requires, then go for it, because I won't offer you any resistance, but I'll be looking forward to a nice payout from you.
You're obviously quite averse to this scenario. I suspect that you've probably done this elsewhere, haven't you?
Well, I know the type of things that police try to say in these situations. They try to throw Section 44 at you that doesn't exist anymore, so I think that they're not okay with it. If you're anti-terror police, then you know all about it.
I'm not counter-terrorism police officer now.
Okay.
I'm the single point of contact for the Wigan division.
Okay.
So I take an interest in these things, and I act as a go-between between our prevent officer.
So let's go back to Section 43 then, that you're going to search in my bag for.
I'm not saying I have gone to it, but I'm considering it.
Right.
For all I know, it could be a plan from GMP to make sure that we're actually stopping and speaking to people outside filming in front of a police station.
Or it could be a plant from ACPO that's sent out.
It could be.
Things escalate when one officer mentions the possibility of a search under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. The filmer immediately challenges the idea, asking what reasonable suspicion they actually have. The moment becomes a clear test of authority, with the filmer confident that an unjustified search could bring serious legal consequences.
Reminder to you to say, don't bother photographers, because photography on its own is not suspicious activity.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we've got to take the whole circumstances of, haven't we, the whole situation. Not just photography, it's the fact that it's photography in front of the police station. And we've got to make a decision, which we make as a police officer individually, as to why that is happening.
Yeah.
Based on the information that we're providing and the conversations that we had with yourself, we've then got to make a decision based on, are we happy with the explanation that we're being given, and are we satisfied that this is not potentially any form of hostile reconnaissance? And
so how would you separate it from passive reconnaissance then? Because I'm allowed to do reconnaissance here, you know that, don't you?
Well, I mean, the issue that we've got is that we've got
you know that, but you know I'm allowed to do reconnaissance here, don't you?
We've got to satisfy ourselves that we don't think this is hostile reconnaissance.
Right, but you know I'm allowed to do reconnaissance here, don't you?
There's nothing, you're in a public place, there's nothing preventing you from filming.
So I don't think you're going to be searching my bag. I think we're all going to move on now, aren't we?
I don't think so, because in my judgment, you're possibly, I mean, we've got the Wigan diggers in town, and I'm happy to leave it here.
But you can totally...
He understands.
You can totally understand why we would talk to you though, can't
because I think it's a...
No, I can't.
It's probably a regular occurrence.
Okay, well, I mean, ultimately, that's why we're speaking to you.
Yeah.
We've got to be concerned about the safety of ourselves. We're not going to stop people who are walking back to a public place.
Okay.
And as we've already explained to you, you can film in a public place. There's no issue with that.
Yeah.
We're going to speak to you because you stood in front of the police station filming it. So we're just going to ask you, are you all right? Is there anything we can help you with? And what is the purpose of your visit? Because we've just got to satisfy ourselves that it is nothing that's going to potentially be hostile reconnaissance. Well, as my colleague said, we've spoke to you. We're satisfied with that.
Yeah.
Okay. But surely, common sense, you've got to understand our concern when someone stood filming in front of the police station, given the terrorism risk to the police at the moment. all my colleagues can't account.
The officers try to justify their concerns, explaining that police facilities can be targets for hostile reconnaissance. They say situations like this must be checked carefully to protect officers and the public. Even after hearing their reasoning, the filmer remains unconvinced, firmly arguing that filming alone should never be treated as suspicious behavior.
Whatever's gone on before, someone else might have stood it and might have been doing that, okay? Somebody else might have gone past with a camera that we couldn't see. We're not going to know about it, are we? But if somebody's quite blatantly stood there with a camera, which within your rights to do, we're going to speak to somebody who's doing that due to the terrorism threat that we've got at the moment towards police officers and the police. We're going to do it. Whether you agree with it or not, we're going to do it. Okay? If someone's watching us or filming us with a covert camera, we don't know about it, we can't speak to them. But if we get a reporting to say that there's somebody outside the police station with a covert camera, we will come and look for them and we will speak to anybody who matches that description like we are doing now. Okay? Happy?
Yeah, I don't think there's got any harmful intention.
It's time to go and solve some crime, guys.
We were on our way out.
Girls.
Yeah,
we were.
The
only thing we disagree on is the fact that, you know,
It's like a dog with a bone, isn't he?
Yeah. But you know, we're happy, so
you can obviously understand where our concerns come from, though, can't you?
Oh, you start. Just stand off it.
Well, you can't.
No, I can't. No, I think it's
really
paranoid.
on high risk. You're actually at a high risk terrorist target.
You're not though, are you? You know, I mean, I'm from Warrington.
Yeah.
You know, that was hit. I've never known a police.
Yeah.
Is this police station ever been hit?
Yeah, you're also at a place where obviously everyone's been involved with the London bombing, where the actual serious inquiries were taking place into the bombing in the Manchester Arena, aren't you?
Yeah, so but that wasn't a police station either, was it?
And we're coming up to the party conference as well, where we've got to have a raised threat, especially with what's going on at the moment.
Okay, we can disagree.
So for you to just blatantly disregard our concerns is unacceptable.
Well, your concerns don't trump my rights, though, do they?
We're here to talk to you, and we will exercise our rights to make sure that nothing's going on.
But your concerns don't trump my rights, isn't it?
So your
I can
attitude
photograph.
about casually disregarding our concern, I find unacceptable and offensive.
I don't care.
Yeah, well, neither do I.
I don't care what you think.
That's not the point, is it? The issue is that I'm just relaying those concerns to you. And so you're fully
I know that you
understand
have
where
them.
we're coming from.
I know that you have them, but I think
My
you're
officers
paranoid.
have dealt with it.
I think you're paranoid.
Happy, and I'll go with their judgment, especially by these experienced officers.
I think it's an irrational feeling that you have.
Well, that's
and
your
I think
opinion.
you may be in the wrong job.
That's your opinion.
You may be in the wrong job if you're just
I've
frightened of a guy with a camera.
I've got 20 years of being
Well,
in the right
time
job,
to go then.
And an awful lot of people that think I'm in the right job. I don't think.
Go on then, name them.
I don't think two female police officers stabbed in the back in Belgium.
Oh, listen, we can reel them off. You know what's the difference between a police officer getting killed and a cow? Is that you can only milk a cow for about 4 years.
I think we'll leave that one there. Right, we'll leave that one there. We're going away from you now.
See ya.
If you continue with your behaviour, I'll lock you up from the public order.
Really?
Because I find what
Well, that'd be a nice test case.
grossly offensive.
Go for it.
Grossly offensive.
Go for it.
I think that absolutely disgusting.
You're milking it.
Absolutely disgusting.
See ya.
What began as a simple interaction now becomes openly confrontational. The filmer accuses the officers of paranoia, while the officers insist they are simply doing their duty to address potential threats. Frustration grows on both sides until officers warn that his comments could lead to a public order issue, before finally deciding to walk away. Oncoming police car video camera.